We're live, so whenever you're ready, you can just go ahead.
Welcome to Lyrically Incorrect. We're always politically correct. Coming live from the back of your girlfriend's throat. This is Brian, Tony, and
Hey,
Lewis in the building, ready to roll.
we here.
Apologize if that makes you salty, but hey, we can't help where we come from. You know what I mean?
We keep a trill out here. You know what I mean?
We keep
Hey,
it real.
we ain't from no gang, but we know about gang banging, right?
I think Tony might know a little bit about that.
Nah, no gang
Off the
banging, bro.
power level. Hey, bro, you step up to the plate. You've always been a swinger.
I mean, maybe we'll save that for another podcast. I feel that needs to go out at some point.
That's gonna be the podcast finale.
The finale. After that,
Before
we're
we go
done.
to season 2.
We're gonna get canceled.
We're gonna get booted off of iTunes. It was too explicit. You're gonna get complaints from 35-year-old moms.
We're gonna get flagged like Eminem, bro.
Eminem got flagged?
Bro, Eminem's always getting flagged, man. He's
For all
say
this
some fucked up
shit.
shit, dude, in his raps.
I'm like, wait. Oh, yeah.
From like Mad and
Does have
Modern.
Eminem does have some wild stuff that he says.
Hell yeah! Have y'all heard that song where he's going off as he's Christopher Reeve, he's Christopher Reeves?
Mm-mm.
He's like, "Hi guys, I'm like fucking robotic voice." It's creepy as shit, man. It's creepy
Fucking
as
Eminem.
shit.
He's definitely like a genius whenever it comes to rapping, but I don't know, just kind of like that weird kind of dark, creepy, almost like psychotic side of him, kind of just like pushed me away from his music. Like
Well,
you can't deny that he's like an amazing lyricist, but that
oh
I don't know, it
yeah.
just kind of pushed me away.
Well, he's kind of
Yeah.
like, he's kind of like the shit we're gonna talk about today, man. Like, just the finals are coming up, man. We got teams battling out, man. He's kind of like the motherfucking the Rockets right now, man. He's got so much talent, but he's gonna fuck up this last shit. Like, man, it's just crazy to me, man. That man has wicked talent, like unprecedented. To me, one of the best rappers in the game right now. Me personally, I'm gonna say number one, but his albums don't show it, man. You listen to this man freestyle, you see him freestyle on YouTube, you see all this stuff. But when you listen to his albums, you're just wondering, man, you have time to sit and think about this stuff. Why can't it be even hotter than the stuff off the top of your head? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also think, I mean, like I'm pretty sure that he's sold, tons of albums, and he's had like big radio hits. But if he would have, I don't know, I don't know if this might take away from like his lyrics and like that he writes, and his image and his craftsmanship. But if he would make his music like a little bit more radio friendly, I mean, Eminem could just be on like a whole another level. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's one thing that kind of like, I'm not saying that he's not successful, but it could have like just gave him that extra push. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If his music was like just a little bit more radio friendly. But I don't think it's bad. It's his music.
He,
He's
he
successful.
has those little dumb songs every now and then too.
Yeah, he'll have those
Yeah.
dumb songs.
That try to get it. I feel like he does those just because that's what they want him to do. Like, hey, throw out a radio jam or throw out something, a video. You know what I mean? Like a funny
Yeah,
video.
the video.
Stupid. He's just like, here, I'm gonna throw this back at you because you're asking for something, and I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna send you this.
He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna kill it being goofy kind of shit. Yeah.
But then he also has like he can get like pretty conscious. I know that he's had like a few tracks on some albums that have been like talking about politics and attacking like the George Bush era in particular, that I felt that were pretty strong, pretty hard-hitting songs. There was one song that I remember like pretty vividly called Mosh. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. I
I
think
don't think I have.
he made a video, and I know it was on MTV for a long time because it was whenever TRL was really big. It was like an animated video, but it was like really politically driven, and I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember it now. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah, that's probably like
Well,
one of my favorite Eminem songs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Toy Soldiers too, man. Toy Soldiers to me was an animated video, but it
Yeah.
had an amazing message behind it. Even a song that maybe I don't know, did White America have a video?
I think it
Because
did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think White America was a really like it kind of hit home as far as people's mentalities. And I think White America, like it's Eminem, like you don't want to take him serious, but when you listen to that song, it's just like, oh, like it's got some, it's got a message behind it. You know what I mean? It's got something that some mentalities that you may have subconsciously within yourself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's not rapping about taking his wife out to the trunk and beating her. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like you guys are saying, like there's a bunch of aspects to Eminem, but I feel that like for the most part, his music is kind of just like that weird kind of psycho, not
It is.
psycho, just like the out of the
But
norm
man,
kind of raps.
hey, you look at that high school picture though.
Yeah.
You can tell that man had went through some shit. Like imagine growing up in Detroit looking like that kind of white boy, man.
Yeah.
You was going, someone gonna say some shit to you, trying to be freestyling.
Streets of Detroit, bro. He's looking.
Hell yeah.
That's true though. That's true.
You know what I
I mean,
mean?
he
Like,
reps
you gotta kind of think of. You know what I mean? That's a sensitive time in your life when you're trying to find yourself and kind of becoming a man. You know what I mean? And everyone,
Yeah.
shitting on you, trying to shit on you. You know what I mean? But I feel like he's kind of one of the more humble rappers.
Yeah, and just like you said, shitting on you for just to shit on you. Not even like there's not even like a reason to shit on you. It's just shitting just to shit.
Just because your skin ain't right, bro. Your booty
Yeah.
tight. You know what I mean?
Goddamn.
No, but yeah, definitely. Like I remember I'm reading in some article where like Eminem's like freaking $1 million studio is, in the 8 Mile area. Just like the hood of Detroit. Like his studio's there. Just like in some like warehouse or just like some big house where it's like looks kind of run down on the outside, but on the inside it's just like boom.
That's what you do, bro. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
You
Yeah,
always
yeah.
go back to the hood, bro. You always got to go back to the hood.
Yeah, man, you can't forget it. You can't forget where you came from.
Mm-mm.
Like, I mean, this man, honestly, bro, I guarantee he's been jumped multiple times. Like, you know what I mean? Probably feel like he's gonna get jumped to death, like killed, just being beat. So you don't give, you know what I mean? That's why I think he raps the way he does. He don't give a fuck. Are you gonna sue me? Shh. Go ahead.
Who has it?
Fucking scared of you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got my ass beat. You know what I mean? Like, till I thought I was gonna die. So like, oh, you gonna beat me in court? Okay, I ain't gonna die. You know what I mean? Like
Bro,
Outkast
but am I
said.
dead? Am I dead? Because I ain't dead yet. You can take
Exactly.
my money, I ain't dead.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
definitely feel
like Kanye and Outkast said, fuck you and your mama too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel that, we're lucky to, be young and be born in like the era where we got to listen to so much hip hop, so much good hip hop, and such a wide, variety of hip hop.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you.
Man, it's nice. Like I said, I feel like we're in that sweet spot. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Hell, even the fucking cartoons we saw compared to people 2 years younger than us, that they don't really, you know what I mean? That's why I always thought it was weird when we were growing up. These motherfuckers talking about, what was that shit called on Disney Channel, Zack and Cody, or Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Yeah.
Bro, I remember when Disney Channel had motherfucking little cartoons and shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even
Disney,
cool.
bruh. Zoom
Yeah,
Disney.
Hell yeah. You know what I mean?
That's right, man.
Zoog Disney.
Like,
It's
we
like
grew up on a different set of cartoons. Like, of course, I think boy recognized Dragon Ball Z, bro. But I think we had like the first generation where anime actually got introduced and shit like that.
Big,
Like
yeah.
that kind of hardcore. I can't remember the name of was it Gundam? Okay, some Gundam Star, some shit like Toonami. Remember like Toonami, bro? Like,
Yeah.
what?
The Gundam. Hey, I'm just gonna show y'all something real quick.
Gundam name, man.
Don't laugh. What do y'all see up there?
You got it.
I will.
Bro, that was that.
So for the listeners, I just showed the fellas my Gundam wing models,
Ain't no shame, homie. Ain't no shame.
and I wasn't even young whenever I got these. Like the first one that I got, I was like a junior in college. I was just bored, and I was like, man, I feel like building something, but I don't want to like
Oh,
buy
you built
wood or
that
anything.
shit?
Yeah, yeah, you put them all together. They come in like these little plastic parts and like a little instruction manual, and you just put them together. I bought them all on eBay.
Real niggas. I still don't know how to work eBay, bro. Amazon's only online shopping shit I know how to do.
Oh man,
Some
eBay.
basic bitch shit.
Bro, eBay's nice, bro.
If you're careful, you can get some deals on eBay, man.
I'm not good at being careful, bro. I'm like that Mexican without insurance on the highway.
No, like there was there was like a pair of sneakers that like I really really wanted, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and like they like released the shoes, but they didn't make like an announcement or anything. So I wasn't able to buy them whenever they came out, and I was like super bummed because I was like waiting for these shoes for a really, really long time. So like maybe I'll try my luck on eBay, and sure enough, there's tons of pairs on eBay. These shoes retailed for like $220, which is not bad because I mean the quality's good. It was like Nike Flyknit, so it was good quality stuff. But like homies were trying to sell these shoes for like $450, $375. I was like, man, like I'm not gonna pay that much for a pair of shoes. But it's just you just gotta look for the deals, and I was able to like haggle with some dude. Got my pair for like $280. I was like super super happy. So you can definitely find some deals, get some steals on eBay for
Man,
sure.
you buy some Kobe's, man. I'm fucking slacking, bro. I ain't even hopped on the court. Never mind. I can save my money right now.
That's what I told myself too. Because whenever I was in college, I got like my last pair of like hoop and basketball shoes. But at that time, I was playing basketball like 5 times a week, so I was putting them to good use. But now it's like I'll play basketball like maybe once a week, maybe. So it's like no use in buying like a nice pair of basketball shoes. Not right now, anyways.
Like Tony with the foams, rocking the foams, 24/7. About to go fuck your bitch in my foams. About to go do a layup in my foams. Hey,
Bro, I spent too much money on those shoes not to use them to play basketball, bro.
There you go. There you go, man.
Those shoes were $200 back in 2011 when like
bro, that's like
$200 was like holy shit.
Yeah, for sure. Like back in 2011.
So speaking of shoes, man, people who wear shoes probably the most are basketball players, man. So let me. I already know where Lou's going.
Transition of the year right there, man.
I know where the shoes are going. I know where Lou's shoes are going. Which team his shoes are going to? The Mavs. But Tony, are you Spurs? I feel like you're more Spurs than Mavs.
Bro, what are you talking about? I've been a Mavs fan since like 03, bro.
No, man.
Bro,
every time we have a conversation, what does Tony bring up? The Spurs.
Bro. I've been a Spurs fan since I remember 03.
You said Dallas. You said Mavs.
Wait, did I say Dallas?
He said Dallas. Bro.
No. I'm at Spurs. Fuck them Mavs,
Well,
and the conspiracy begins.
But before we go on any further, I just want to call out that Brian hit us with that PowerPoint transition.
That's where 2015, bro.
Bro, you made us do like 3 flips, bro. You made us do 3 flips and land in the middle.
But you landed on your feet, though. The
PowerPoint slide, like I said, it flipped 3 times and it disintegrated. Then it appeared again. and then it did 2 more flips. And then boom, basketball.
Bro, you were a badass motherfucker. Whenever you added those for a school project, bro.
I sell cars for a living. We go talking about your kids to like, you want to buy this motherfucking escalator?
Anyways, we digress. Enough about PowerPoint. I get tired of that thing. So basketball, NBA, playoffs, boom, it's happening.
Where we at? And it's happening.
Right now. So we're recording on Monday. So as we speak, Memphis and Portland is playing.
Yes.
And who is it? I think Spurs play tonight?
Tomorrow.
The Spurs play the Clippers tomorrow. That series is tied 2-2. That one's even. I feel that the Spurs have kind of let this series. Like they
Go on
shouldn't.
too long.
Yes, exactly. Like I want the Spurs to win, and I made like my own little bracket, and I had them winning in like 6 games, but they're worrying me right now. Like, come on,
They
Spurs.
should have won yesterday.
You know, you know, I was like watching the game, and I saw like clips of them during the warm-ups, and the Spurs were looking, hella relaxed, hella happy, and
It's because they're all about to fucking collect retirement, bro. Old as fuck, man. Probably took a testosterone shot.
Bro, they about to get what Brian said, bro.
I hope so. I hope so, but I just feel that like the Clippers came out and just hit them in the mouth last night, or whenever they played, because man, they were looking too chill pregame. But I think that Pop will, you know,
whip
them, crack some skulls, and get them back into.
I think they'll win
winning
tomorrow,
shape.
and then they'll win the next one.
Hopefully, man, because if there's one team that I hate in the NBA, it's the Clippers.
I don't know. I hate the Clippers.
Come on, bro. Really? Can't hate the Clippers.
Bro, look who they got on their team. How can you not hate them?
Like you gotta hate Chris Paul. Like I just can't stand Chris Paul.
Bro, like
Matt Barnes, bro. Matt Barnes. Who the fuck likes Matt Barnes?
I don't like Matt Barnes. Blake Griffin, I can't stand that guy.
Oh, Blake Griffin's cool money.
I can't stand. I mean, I like his commercials, but I don't like Blake Griffin. I mean, just thinking about Chris Paul, it's like I think he's like a fake tough guy on the court. Or like he'll get in people's face, he'll talk trash, but then like if you even look at him the wrong way, he'll flop. Or if you look at him the wrong way, he'll like go straight to the ref and start to complain. Like, come on, man, just play the game.
That's like Tom Brady though. He gonna bitch and cry, but guess what? He gonna get the call though. By any means necessary, he gonna get advantage in the game. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't personally like Patriots, but I will say, by any means necessary, they don't give a damn if they gotta go spy on your practice, deflate a ball, fucking punch a hole in your tire. You know what I mean? Fuck up your credit score, bro. They will do whatever it takes to win the motherfucking football.
So that's what you're saying the Clippers are like?
Chris Paul's that way.
I mean, besides Chris Paul, I mean, there's a lot of other talent on the team. You know what I mean? There's a lot of talent in the NBA in general. That's what I really like about the NBA. To me, like football and the NBA, for the most part, I feel like there's so much talent spread out as to back in the old days. You know what I mean? It was just kind of set teams. You know what I mean? Set teams that had the big ass cap space and making shit happen. And I feel like it's a little bit more evened out with trades constantly going on. It may suck as a fan losing those players, but to me as a fan of NBA and NFL and sports in general, it's kind of nice to just see it spread out and you know what I mean? Just even playing field. I feel every year.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. No, definitely. At least in at least in the Western Conference, I definitely agree with you on that because, I mean, Golden State obviously the #1 team in the West, but if you look at, I mean, they're kind of like the outlier. But if you look at 2 through 7, like there's really not that much separating those 7 teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw it like on the last Spurs went from the 2 seed to the 6 seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like anything can happen. I mean, and this is just like talking about the West. The East is like just kind of whack.
I don't even know what's over there, man.
It's like
bullshit over there.
The East has, what? Well, I mean, I don't know. Atlanta's good. Atlanta's really good. And Cleveland's gonna be a contender because they got LeBron, who's arguably the best player in the NBA right now. They got Kyrie Irving. But
of course.
Other than that, man, it's like no other teams in the East is scary. They're not scary. Like you can't look at was it Brooklyn and be like, oh man, or Washington and be nervous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you.
It's just those 2 teams, and Atlanta kind of came out of nowhere. I wouldn't say they came out of nowhere because they were solid last year too. They were like a 51. I think they were believe like a 50 or like a 45-win team.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't pull through in the playoffs. But they definitely got a team, they got a squad. But at the same time, like just touching back on Cleveland, I don't know what's gonna happen with them. They just lost two key players in their lineup. Kevin Love is out with a dislocated shoulder.
Oh where
Hey, that was
Jesus pulled
fucked
it.
up, bro. Did you see that shit?
I saw the play and I was just
That's
like,
kind of fucked up,
That's Jesus, bro.
bro.
I know how it feels to like dislocate your shoulder, and
Shit.
that is
Mhm.
painful. You don't just bounce
Yep.
back from that. So
No, I know that feeling.
That
That
is-
shit's some bullshit.
But,
But it's
I mean-
fucked up how it. I mean, do they always do that little grab the arm and fuck your
Well-
arm? I'm gonna take it with me. But man, his like the way he did it, bro. His shoulder popped out. I never seen like that.
yeah, man,
Like, you know what I mean?
it looked bad. And
It
I don't know,
instantly
like,
came out.
and like,
Did he get any fine or anything?
well, it's
No,
like
they're gonna review it.
the thing about Kelly Olynyk is that he's not known for being a dirty player. He's, so it almost like shocked me whenever I saw that. I still want to believe in my heart that he didn't do that on purpose, because I think more than anything he's an awkward player. Maybe he just like he didn't know his Kevin Love's arm was like, an awkward position, and he just yanked it, because that happens in the NBA. If you're trying to get like a rebound, you tug on someone's arm, you tug on
Arms get
someone's.
tied up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was intentional. I mean, it still doesn't take away from the fact that it dislocated his
I
arm.
mean, yeah, and like
Shoulder.
that's how this man feeds his family too. You can't forget that. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
can't play no more. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
you know what I mean?
So I don't know. I think that one's up in the air. Maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't. But given that Kelly Olynyk doesn't really have like the history of being a dirty player, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards it was an accident. But if we look at J.R. Smith,
Was it, he did the backhand of justice, right?
Yeah. He did the backhand and caught poor Jay Crowder right in the jaw.
God damn.
Bro, he straight hit that motherfucker, bro, like he didn't make a sandwich after a blowjob, man, for real. He smacked the living shit out of him, bro.
Man,
But I'm surprised there wasn't baby powder involved in this incident.
that would have
I
been
don't know.
perfect.
He used LeBron. He used LeBron's.
His chalk. He would have like slapped him and then.
Gotta slap myself, I got fined. Like,
Nah, man. So that was definitely intentional. I don't think there's a doubt in anybody's mind, because it wasn't just like a slap. I mean, it wasn't even a slap. It was a closed fist.
was it a no-looker, if I remember correctly? I felt like it was a no-looker.
That's impressive.
Right? The accuracy. Not
Bro,
the
he timed it, bro. He timed it, bro.
He just said,
He
it
hit
was a
him
reflex.
right on the button, man.
Right on the button. I got it. Okay, so what exactly is the button? Because Joe Rogan uses it like fucking 75 times every hour in UFC.
I think there's multiple buttons. I think there's multiple buttons.
Oh, right on the button. Did he get him on the button?
I think there's a button like right on the jaw,
Mm-hmm.
but then I think there's a button like around like the temple area.
Gotcha.
Well, I think if you ever been dressed with a really fancy shirt, buttons in general can be difficult, much less hit one in a fight. You know what I mean? So, I mean that may be where that came from. Like right on the button, man. The buttons are pretty accurate. Only one button.
See,
fits
yeah,
the button at a
I
time.
took it as like just a figure of speech. That's all I took it at. I didn't know there was actual place. That's why, like.
Yeah, man. There's a place you get someone in
Oh,
the
yeah.
sweet spot, right in the jaw, or right in the temple.
If their jaw shakes, your body naturally collapses.
They're
Right in
outing,
the-
man.
But it's right in the button.
Yeah.
Right on the button.
Speaking of UFC, I want to touch on this a little bit, because I'm a little, kind of sad, disappointed at who is it, Johnny Bones Jones, man. What's his problem?
Mm.
What did you do?
Well,
Do you
first, he's like, he's arguably like the best pound for pound fighter in the UFC right now. But like a few months ago, he got, he tested positive for cocaine.
Hey?
I mean, I don't know. I guess that's not too big of a deal, but it's his image, and little kids look up to him, so he's probably not setting the best example. But just recently, he might get charged with like a felony hit and run. Hit somebody and just booked it, which I don't get. Like, you're a professional athlete, you have tons of money. Even if you got into an accident and it was your fault, you can you pay for the repairs. Your insurance will cover it. Why would you have to?
He may have been on one though.
That's true.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know what I mean?
There might have been something else going on.
Because let's be real. Like, I mean,
Maybe he was on coke.
What if he
I'm
tried
not
to
saying-
pull a
I'm not
Charles
saying I
knife,
know.
bro? What if he can't cut a drug nut?
I'm not saying I know anything about drugs because I don't, but if you test positive for cocaine, bro, like in your metabolism the way and you're an athlete the way you are, bro, you're being stupid. Like it doesn't to be professional and to have something like that in your system and get caught with it, you know what I mean? You're being careless, which makes me worry about him as an individual. You know, and not only that, but you're right, Lewis, like I mean, there's kids that look up to this guy, bro. Like, that, like not, you know, kids are so impressionable. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You can't.
Oh, yeah.
That's just kind of sad, you know what I mean? Because kids look up to these people, even in just any other sport, man. Like, it just kind of sucks to see athletes be subjected to domestic abuse or drug use or you know what I mean? Because yes, there are people too, but you know what I mean? Unlike other celebrities, people look up to athletes because they are the physical perfection that we all seek. So you think that mentally and, emotionally and spiritually that they're on the same level as far as getting shit done. You know what I mean?
But you also got to realize you can't take the hood out of some people.
Oh, yeah. Look at, what's his name from the Cowboys? Des Bryant, man. Most ghetto motherfucker on the motherfucking league, bro. Like, he's a ghetto, dog. He's straight from the hood. Like, he's from the hood.
But you know what I mean? Maybe Jones was just like, man, this is what we do. We snort cocaine, bro. This is just what we do. This is a Friday night for me. This is a Saturday night for me. I've been doing this for years.
I didn't know it's illegal. But it's still sad though, because like I said, kids look up to them, and man, if you see kids and how innocent they are, man, it just kind of sucks seeing an idol like them, crushed, like, you know what I mean? Because they don't understand stuff like that. They just understand right and wrong.
Yeah.
And like,
you know what I mean?
And I guess you can like take this all at like a grain of salt, but I follow him on social media, and he seems like like a genuinely nice stand-up guy. So it's just kind of. It shocks me to know that, he's hit and run, doing coke. It's just.
I mean, I feel like everybody's done at least one hit and run in their life. You know what I mean?
Tony, confessions of insurance.
I think he just. I think he just got scared, bro.
Yeah, man, like, oh, and we're all, like I said, we're all human, bro. At the end of the day, it sucks to have the spotlight on you, but...
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, he might have, yeah.
So he hit a person, not like a car?
Well, I don't know. They're really, at least from what I've read, they haven't really specified, but they just said that it was, like, a felony, like, he's looking at felony hit and run charges.
He might have caused bodily injury then. Not that I know anything about this kind of experiences, but... reading the page, he might have caused bodily injury to someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just feel like you gotta run sometimes. You get scared.
Should we share that right now, Tony?
Sometimes you just gotta run.
Is it time, Tony? Is it time for us to digress?
Bro,
is it time for you to digress?
Like, sometimes you just get scared as hell and you're just like, I can't deal right now, bro.
Alright, so what happened?
I can't even.
What happened? You gotta spit it out.
So Tony's about to spill the beans, so
no, my hit and run wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I was 16 and I was going with my dad to like Home Depot or some shit. And I'm backing up out of my driveway, and I hit a car because they were playing softball, and I was like, oh, shit. I was like, Dad, what do I do? He's like, just go. So we go, and then we're like, oh, man, halfway there, and my dad's like, no. He's feeling bad. He's like, no, man, we got to go back.
How much damage did you do to the car?
Man, it was a good, it was a good bumper, like, bent in. So I would say, like, according to today's standards and shit, everything's outrageous. It'd probably be about $2,000.
Don't try to justify it with inflation.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you were driving Clifford, your green Dodge, which has a trailer hitch on it,
oh shit!
He punched a hole in his shit.
It probably doesn't damage.
That wasn't even my fault, though, dude.
You were driving, weren't you?
Well, okay, so let me tell a story. So we have this friend we call Wrestling Robert.
High school. This is all high school guys.
He's really into like wrestling and stuff. So anyway, I think Lou had him in his auto shop class.
I had him in auto tech my senior year in high school.
And this guy never had an oil change, and they finally y'all got him oil changed and ready to go, right?
We changed his oil for the first time in like 5 years.
God damn.
5 years, Tony. Think of that.
How
Think
was the
about
car running?
I don't know, man, but whenever we were like switching it out, like that shit was literally sludge. It looked like just mud. It was that
God
thick.
damn.
It was disgusting. Like you said, I had no idea how his car was still running.
God damn. Well,
I don't know. Instead of like lubing up his engine, it was like I don't know, man. It was
someone
bad.
took a shit. Someone took the
Someone
shit in
just
the oil.
someone just took a shit in the oil filter. Exactly.
Fucking disgusting.
Anyways, so
Anyway, so I believe it's a snow day in Midland, like the first snow day of the winter.
yeah.
And we go to the park to go play soccer and build like a big ass snowman. It was me, Wrestling Robert, and some other people, and we took those two cars. So we're driving back, and I have a couple. What do I have in the back? I think I have something in the back of the truck, right? And we're driving. It's just a slow road. We're driving, and then I stop in the middle because somebody, the person that was there with us, stopped in front of us, right? So I would just stop too. I swear Robert was a good mile away, bro. He was a good. Robert was a good mile away, and here you see him coming up, and I was like, oh, he's gonna stop, whatever, man. And all I hear is and I was like, this motherfucker just hit me,
That's a short ass mile.
bro. And
Yeah,
bro, it really, like I feel he had adequate amount of space to slow down.
He had a mile.
He had a mile.
Bro, but okay, so then I get out and like I'm just like, oh, it's just gonna be something little, bro. Oh no. His car basically makes a V now. That's where all the towing
Oh,
just the hood's fucked up. All you hear is the horn going off. We had to clip the wires for the horn.
Bro, there's a fuse box ten.
No, man, it was just everything was.
Yeah, you just had to do
You
it
know what?
immediately.
I just want to interject to make matters worse. It's like Robert, you know, like he shared his car with his dad.
Oh, shit.
So poor Robert, man, and his dad, they didn't have a car. It was sad.
Man, you're making me feel bad.
Tony,
man.
you fucked that family up, bro.
And to make matters worse, Robert hurt his knee, so he was on crutches for like 6 months.
What
Tony, you
the fuck?
fucking animal, bro.
Bro, but what? Listen. Literally,
You're
it
straight
wasn't my
savage,
fault. Listen, if we called the cops out, the cops would be like, "Sir, you are following too close." I'm like, you know what? He was following too close, maybe.
Tony was like, I was high on meth and cocaine, but he was.
Bro, and then not only I felt so bad, so I was like, I'm the one who towed his car all the way home.
Damn, Tony, you fucking multitasking on one fucking.
We just got some big ass chain link. You know the big ass chain links.
Yeah.
We just wrapped it around his like axle and put it on.
Oh my gosh, Tony.
And we were on way past the fairgrounds. A big ass park, and you know where Robert lives, all the way on the other side of Midland. A good 20 minutes, 15 minutes from there, bro.
Especially on the chain, bro. Looking at an hour and a half.
Man, I feel bad.
And I also want to point this other thing out is that like me and all of like our whole group of friends invited Tony to come have a snowball fight with us at the high school. So if he would have not have curbed us,
God damn.
Damn.
Robert would still have his car right now.
It's fucked up. Tony Roberts still trying to get his credit score together.
Bro, no, but on a serious note, bro. On a serious note.
Serious note.
It would have died. Something else would have happened to it. You know what I mean?
Way to curve us once more from the.
There was other accidents to get in. You know what I mean? There was other accidents.
He slid for a mile and hit Tony. He was going about 240 miles an hour before he could come to a complete.
I mean, but seriously, it wasn't dude, and the damage done to the truck was nothing. I'm talking about nothing.
But what about the socioeconomic damage done?
Man, I forget about that wreck every now and then.
Poor Robert.
Golly, poor Robert. R.I.P. Robert's car.
I'm gonna pour one out for Robert. That's for you.
Pour one out for Robert, for real.
Y'all making me feel bad. But what was I supposed to do? Yeah, Robert, let me fix your car.
You could have paid the deductible, nigga. Damn.
Well, what if he didn't? What if he didn't have insurance?
You know,
Why you? What do you mean, you people?
Robert.
What?
Honestly, Robert probably didn't have insurance. Now that I think about it, he was riding. He's been riding
You
dirty.
didn't get an oil change for 5 years.
He ain't even got the title. Y'all sound bad right now.
Bro,
He ain't even got the title.
his tag was 11 months overdue, bro.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I've done that before, bro, in 2 years.
God damn, 2 years?
I forgot skis, bro. You know what I mean?
For 2 years, bro?
Hey, I didn't get caught for 2 years. What's up?
Bro, for 2 years.
I remember one time my tags were out of date by like 8 months, and like my mom every week or so she'd be like, "All right, Luis, come on, go get your tags updated." And I don't know, I just never got around to it. And then like it came to a point where they're like 8 months overdue, and like she just told me, she was like, you know, why haven't you like updated these things? And she started crying on me. She's like,
Poor mom, it took her 8 months to get through to you, Lou. It took her 8 months.
she's like,
Animal.
she was like, what, like what's wrong? Like, what's wrong with you? You just do not care. She thought it was like me not caring about life anymore.
She didn't think he was gonna go to college.
Yeah. She's like, what's like? Do you just not care about stuff anymore? You know, you don't have any priorities. I'm like, Mom, chill. I just haven't got to it. It takes forever to go to the annex and get your tags updated.
Bro, you can do that online, bro.
You still thoroughly believe that.
You can do that. You just click pay now online, bro, and they send them to you.
Lewis is 8 months behind right now, bro.
Bruh, this was 2009, homie. I don't know if they had those capabilities yet.
Hey, that was before they started putting motherfucking Wi-Fi in the vehicles.
This is 09.
Well, funny story about that, man. Like, Tony, was it like, I think you were still here? It was like 3 years ago. No, I think it was like 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I'm rolling down. Actually, I think I was going to your house, Tony. I believe.
You already know, bro. You already know what's going down.
To the east side. So I was driving, bro. And what is that, school or daycare or something like that? You know what I mean? Is it Cuthbert, right?
Which one?
It's like a little school. It's a neighborhood, and I think it's like a daycare.
Not
coming
sure,
from Cuthbert, like from that Family Dollar. Or whatever.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah, by the cemetery.
So your boy has always had trouble with stop signs. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't believe in him. You know what I mean? So I'm rolling by, and anyway, like I kind of rolled it slightly, half-ass rolled it. Like, come on, it wasn't no big deal. I didn't realize that my Jags were like, at that time, was it my spec? I can't remember what it was. It was like 6-7 months overdue, right? So I'm like, fuck. Like, dude, he didn't give me a ticket for speeding, but he definitely hit me with the tags. He's like, man, I got you. You don't have to. You want to.
Damn, Brian, that's why you got a ticket, bro. That's why you got.
But I was real with him. I was real. I was like, your camera ain't on, homie. I was like, come on, your camera ain't on. Like,
Brian,
your camera's on.
That, Brian.
I said, if your camera was on, you'd hit me with every ticket in the book right now. But your camera ain't on.
Your camera's if
So you gonna hit me
Tailwinds
with
were
you
off.
want to hit me?
You'd plant cocaine on me right now, bro.
Yeah, for real. Like he didn't do like he's like, man, I was like, man, you just want to give someone a ticket. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Like the thing is like I guess in Texas, man, if you're 3 months beyond your expiration date, it's automatic. You can't get it removed, can't get it dismissed.
Yeah.
But luckily, the day that I went to get that ticket done, I had an old ass judge, bro. That man was like 60 something, 70 something years old. So I was like, man, I might get away. So anyway, I go, I don't know, I can't remember what I did. When I presented it to him, I was just like, blah, blah, blah. I try to act all professional, like I worked at some oil company, which at the time I think I did. And so anyway, he looks at it, man. He just glances at it. He didn't even look at it. He just glances. And even because I got it renewed, right? But the guy told me, man, he's like, no, you're not gonna get out of this ticket because you're past the date that it's okay. So I said, fuck it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fake it till I make it. And it worked, man. I shit you not. He signed it. He looked at it and he signed it. And the lady, even at the front, didn't even notice it either. So your boy got away with a big ass ticket.
Goddamn, bro.
And I may be contradicting myself admitting this shit publicly, but fuck it, they can't take it back. Like,
bro, I think I had the same judge as you for my public intoxication because he looked at it and he said, all right, $250 fine. And I was just like, that's it? All right, we good, right?
Cool, got a cash right now.
No, man. But then the fucking cop right next to him goes, he points back at the paper, he goes, look how old he is. And I was like, you motherfucker. Like,
Wait, what, and not to be anything else, but what ethnicity was the cop that pointed it out?
I think white cop, of course.
Yeah, mine was, I had a brother in there right there, bro. He didn't say that. He looked at me like, hey, he almost fist pounded me like, hey, congratulations. You got away with it.
No, bro. Mine straight up told the judge, and the judge is like, nah, okay, so this much of a fine, and then you need this community service, and then you got to take Alcohol Anonymous for minors. And I was just like, God damn. I was just going to get away with $250, bro.
That would have been nice, yo. That would have been hella nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Speaking of that, did y'all hear about these Baltimore race riots? Bro, I didn't even know this was going on.
Yeah.
Baltimore, they're having race riots and shit like that.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, I guess to give some context, I'm pretty sure all of our listeners know by now, but, like, there's I think it's Freddie Gibbs or something. He is a black dude that died from injuries sustained from him getting arrested. So I think his funeral.
Yeah.
I think his funeral was today, and there's just like a bunch of riots, which I don't know. I think the media has a lot to do with it.
Well, the police department does too, because they're unexplained circumstances. They're unexplained. Like I think what I read somewhere, they're already admitted that there's fault, but they're still unexplained, which means
they're trying to cover something.
Like, you know what I mean? They're trying to cover their ass at this point.
Trying to save face right now.
And I don't mean to be. You know what really bothers me, especially living in Midland, Texas, probably one of the most conservative places in all of America.
The world.
In the world. True, yeah. But, man, people are like, well, race riots and this and that, and, Obama, blah, blah, blah. Like, my thing is, like, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to this particular incident, all I'm going to say is, I'm not saying it's okay what they're doing. They're destroying businesses and, people who've worked hard to be where they're at. But at the same time, I'm going to say this. Back in the day when they're fighting for civil rights, man, like, can you imagine how down as a person you would feel if you couldn't even vote? You couldn't even go vote. You couldn't go and sign a piece of paper without being harassed, without your life being threatened. You know what I mean? Being an African American, being a dark-skinned person, without being demeaned as an individual. And so when something like this happens, where there's a little bit of context, a little bit of, you should be angry because an American person, not a black individual or a Hispanic or whatever ethnicity, but an American individual died under questionable circumstances, and it just so happens to be part of a trend that happens to be part of an ethnicity of Americans. Like, to me, it's stupid for Anglo Americans, to bring up race, because you know what I mean. How does that even compare? Like, you want to bring that up and say, oh, get off your ass, and it's stop blaming, blah blah blah. Okay, well, what about when civil rights was going on? You know what I mean? No one said, oh, well, how about instead of getting off our asses, stop putting us on our asses? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's that, and it goes back to when we talked, last week, man. Like, it's not fair. Like, it's a demographic that's unfair. We saw how hard that, this economic downfall has hurt people in general, man. We've been in this for a while.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
Obama's been in presidency.
For sure.
So if we haven't recovered from that, how can you expect, Hispanics and African Americans and other ethnicities trying to make it? How can you blame them for not being on their feet yet? When if you can't recover from an economic downfall, how can you expect other people that have been suppressed for a lengthy amount of time to be on their feet? And you can't even get off your ass and on your feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want taxes reduced, but you don't want no, don't be giving out Medicaid, don't be giving out welfare, despite the fact that Anglo Americans are still a majority holder of those recipients. You know what I mean? That don't make sense, bro. Like, it's just ignorance at its finest.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I mean to go off, but that shit just my skin.
No, man, this is the perfect place for you to go off on, man.
Politically correct. Man. Politically correct.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to be in their shoes though too. You know what I mean? Like, growing up a white male, I'm pretty sure it's not that bad. Bro, like, no shit. I swear that's the best demographic to be, a white male, bro. Like, you don't. But growing up the way you grow up, you don't realize some of the shit that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's all you know. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know how we know brutality and all that shit because our lives were tough, but you know what I mean. They're different.
Percentages don't lie though, and regardless, like because there is more Anglo Americans, it's understandable that a majority of them, receive these benefits. But at the same time, it's just funny how it's flipped in not media, but social media. You know what I mean? Like, the media flips shit, then social media just has it all fucked up because all these motherfuckers, bro,
everyone
barely
has
getting their
opinion.
associate. Yeah, they barely getting their associates, but they know everything. You know what I mean? Oh, I watch. If you watch Fox News, you don't know shit, but you think you do.
Who said Sinbad? Sinbad said it. Everybody looks like they're doing some shit, but nobody does goddamn nothing. Like he said some shit like they all up on Instagram like they got the biggest ass and the biggest tits, but like what do you do? Like what do you do? You just got the biggest ass and biggest tits.
Yeah, there's
you don't do shit.
None to it. Yeah.
It really isn't, man. Like, but like I said, people get shit misconstrued all the time, but they always want to act like they're right just because they're prideful. So,
yeah.
I mean, selling. Like I said, I don't particularly love actually, I like my job. I wish I was doing something else, but just seeing, the people that come in, it's just crazy to me because I feel like blacks and Hispanics and they're willing, you know what I mean? They work hard for the money, but they got so much shit going on. Like, it's crazy. I've seen very few, Anglo Americans coming in that signed for this person, that co-signed for that person, and credit. You know what I mean? You don't see that, bro. You don't. Like, you really don't. You really don't, dog. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not them. It's not that they even have money, bro. They just have good credit to help someone who's been making a little bit of money get into a vehicle and so on and so forth, bro.
Right.
When you come to Anglo, like, my worst customers are white, bro. They come in there like, man, bro, they got money for days. Like, straight write me a check.
But talking about race and stuff, you got to go to the racist team, which is the Clippers, bruh. Like,
come on. No.
So that's a PowerPoint. That's the PowerPoint transition. Right?
PowerPoint transitions. PowerPoint transitions between the legs, behind the back. Tony coming in.
Yo, I just want to point something out. Is that who is the chick? I forgot what her name was. The one that snitched out. the owner. What was his name?
His wife or some shit. His
No, no.
That
girlfriend.
was like his side bitch,
No,
like
it was his side chick. It was his side chick.
it was like a main side bitch
Yeah,
though.
yeah. But what was his name? I forgot his name.
Donald
Yeah,
Sterling.
Donald Sterling. Donald
Donald
Sterling.
Sterling,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So she snitches him out, and she has like a house like in LA somewhere. It's like nothing crazy, but it's it's a nice house. Anyways, so it was like before she snitched out Donald Sterling, I think she was rolling in like a Mercedes or a Jaguar,
Damn.
and
Something
then
like that.
and then after the whole situation happened, like her neighbors like reported that she was like cruising in a Camry. So it was like, all right. So really, who did you
But that
really
ain't
hurt?
bad though, honestly, because if you got cut off and you got a camera, hey, that has a good resale value, bro. Like, cool, that's good resale value. You know what I
But
mean? Those last.
but you going from a Benz to a Camry just for opening your mouth. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, she
Why
didn't
not
open her
just keep it
legs. She opened her
shut?
mouth. She fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
She
I mean,
thought she was gonna get more, bro.
yeah, she thought she was. I mean, I totally agree with like you know, Donald Sterling's an asshole for
Oh
essentially
yeah. Fuck
essentially
yeah,
like
bro.
you know talk like looking at his NBA players, his like the people he employs as like essentially livestock. You know what I mean?
Well, they call it the meat market, bro. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
draft should call it the meat market. And let's be real, like it is. Like the most prized fucking bull. You
Yeah,
see you perform.
that's true, man. It's weird. It's nuts, but
It's not.
yeah,
It's not right that he deems like African Americans specifically as like animals. Like I can do what I want as I choose. Like you don't talk to the bulls. I don't know what the fuck. Like I mean, but the thing is, I think she did it for the wrong reasons. She thought, like you said, she thought she was gonna get a lot of more than what she
I
actually
think
walked
she
away
was
with.
trying to blackmail him, and he was just like, "I don't believe you, bitch," and she just did it. You know what I mean?
she
Yeah.
did it, and then it ended up not
And then
working
he
out for
lost his
her.
team.
Yeah, she probably got like 2,000 more Instagram followers, maybe 10,000, 2,000, 10,000 more Instagram
She might have
followers.
done one of what are those people do on Instagram now? The little white teeth. She might have done one of those Instagram posts where her teeth get whiter. Made $200. You know what I mean? Like she might have paid 1 month of a car note. You know what I mean? But nothing special, bro. Nothing special, dog.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so who do y'all have one? Who do y'all have in the finals though?
Let's just be proud that all Texas teams are in that motherfucker, bro. I'm just saying we gotta represent right there, straight up.
Yeah, not
All
even
the squads is in there.
not even that. Every team in like the Southwest Division made it to the
Is
to
in
the
there,
to the
yeah.
playoffs. I
That's what
think,
I like about East and West and in any sport. It's just like to me, it's just like I mean, look at the two halves now, man. Like it's uneven.
no,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I definitely agree. It's like because you got like San Antonio Spurs and the Clippers. That's
Yeah. Come
that's a
on.
That's like a
Come
1-2
on.
seed over there, bro.
exactly.
Exactly.
That's a second round playoff series. That might even be like a conference round playoff series.
It
But
is,
no,
man.
this is
Like
the
it's just
first round.
But then you got over there on the East, you got like Cleveland sweeping the Celtics. It's like, oh, all right.
I don't give a
I,
shit
I, fe-
about
I feel
that.
like I feel like they should switch it up. You know what I mean? Where you got
There's too many blowouts and it's obvious things are uneven. They need to just be straight playoff style, everything. Straight up.
Yeah,
Seeds
man.
versus seeds, bro.
yeah. I mean, it wouldn't even exactly like I don't. What's the big deal if you have two teams in the Western Conference battling
And
out?
everybody, yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's the two best teams. I think that's like the best bet. You take the 16 best teams in the NBA, regardless of what conference there are, East or West, regardless of what division they're in, and and you just set up the playoff brackets that way. It just makes the most
Yeah.
sense.
But you have to restructure the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's just
There
all
wouldn't
based
be
off ratings and
divisions
seeds.
anymore. There wouldn't be divisions anymore.
I
There
mean,
wouldn't be.
there could still be divisions. I mean, I don't think there. The only thing that really separates the East and the West is how many games they play against each other. So it's like whenever you're like the Mavericks and you play someone that's in the West, you play them 4 times, two away, two at
Hmm.
home. But then you play
Hmm.
someone in the East, 2 times, one away and one's home. So I really don't think that has anything to do with it because you're playing the people that the teams that you're closest to more often, but
Yeah.
it still determines like who the best team is.
Well, what Tony may mean is just probably just an easy way for them to organize the season. You know what I mean? At least by having East and West, it's easy for you to organize the season. Like, oh, you play the, you know what I mean? Like, because if like I said, it'd be great to go off percentages, but it's unfair if you do that based on the season because it's complicated. You know what I mean? You got to take into consideration what happened last season, this season. And it might be changing. At least if it's East versus West, it's set in stone. This is your schedule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, a little bit of organization versus East and West, but at the same
It'd
time,
be nice to see, though. It'd be nice to see.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see like I said, 16 of the best teams for the most part. 10 to 12 of those are going to be Western Conference teams.
Yeah.
And then, just like the best teams in the East. I think it makes the most sense. And this has been a problem. I wouldn't say it's a problem, but it's just been something that's been...
It's been around for a while.
It's been known for a while that, I guess it kind of ended whenever the Chicago Bulls era ended.
That is true. I see that.
It's kind of whenever you kind of saw that shift towards the Western dominance. I mean, yeah, of course you have a few teams in the East that win the finals every now and then. You gotta since that era, the Pistons won, the Heat won, the
I think that's it.
I don't know.
And that's where the list is.
I don't know if I can remember another Eastern Conference team winning. But the Boston Celtics won a year. But other than that, man, I don't know.
I feel like they had that year and their whole franchise got like freaking split apart like some Legos, bro. Like for real. You know what I mean? Even the bench got dispersed amongst the league,
Yeah.
It's kind of...
I don't know.
It's just like I said, the NBA is evolving, I feel. All sports are evolving.
It'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
But I still hope one day the Lakers might just come back and win the... I'm sorry, man, Brahma. I always root for my Houston teams, but, man...
That's a long shot, man.
Lakers are the new Knicks.
I'm not ashamed of them. Man, that's true, bro.
All right, so I'm looking at like the history of the NBA championships. So the Bulls had their last championship win in 1998, and then up until 2004, so 6 years later, Detroit won, and then after that, the Heat won. Of a year later, and then the Celtics won. The Miami Heat won. And that's it. Ever since 1998, only 1, 2, 3, 4 Eastern Conference teams have won.
Bro, the West Side is been going harder than a bitch, bro.
West Side for life, man.
Shit.
Sorry about you. Also want to point out that in the West, ever since like the Bull era, it's only been like what 1, 2, 3, 4 teams since 1998. 4 different Western Conference teams to win, to be champions in the NBA. The Spurs, the Lakers. Not just kidding, just 3 teams. The Spurs, the Lakers, and the Mavs.
God damn, are you serious?
Yeah, man. That's it. Because San Antonio won 99.
Fucking up.
Then the Lakers had that 3-year the three-peat whenever they had Shaq and Kobe. Then the Spurs won. And the Lakers won a few more. The Mavs won, and the Spurs won last year.
Man, the only reason I hope the Spurs win this year is because I feel like Duncan is going to retire any minute now.
Bro, I think he's going to play a couple more years.
He might, man. I mean, dude, they're, you know what I love about the Spurs? They're the biggest, and it reminds me almost of the Bulls. I mean, you have your clutch player, but the thing is like with the Spurs, they're all clutch players because they're just such a team, like a team.
Bro, you can get a bench player coming off, and he could go on.
It ain't about an individual making shit happen. It's about the team making shit happen. You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
amazing watching them play.
a lot of people say they're not entertaining, but
Oh hell no.
I feel like it's the best team that plays basketball as a team. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't see how you can be bored watching them. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
never
I'm
know who's
not
gonna
bored.
score.
I'm not bored watching
Well,
them.
no, I know you're not, but people who say that, I mean, you never know who's gonna score. That's what's exciting about it
Yeah.
for them.
The casual basketball fans gets pretty bored whenever they watch the Spurs.
Well, those motherfuckers I'll never watch till the finals start getting close anyway. So fuck
Yeah,
them.
fuck the. You know what? Shout out to all those fuck people that the fuck boys that don't watch basketball to the playoffs. Y'all some fuck boys like me.
So you know the fuck, boy. They see
Bro, I think I
right.
just.
You check in every 2 weeks to see.
I think I have a switch, bro, and it just, playoffs. Oh, switch. Basketball.
Where the Spurs at? Where the Spurs at?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I have the Spurs winning it all, but it'll be tough. It'll be tough for them. I think. Like I said, Atlanta's good. I think Atlanta matches up pretty well with the Spurs if they make it to the next round. I mean, yeah, if they make it to the next round. But then at the same time, I like the Grizzlies. It's just like a bunch of they're almost pretty similar to the Spurs. They play solid D. There's really not one guy on the squad that just stands out as like an amazing star. It's just everybody does their part. So
Remember they gave Spurs a run for their money too, not too long ago in the playoffs.
I mean, the Grizzlies knocked out the Spurs 2 years
Yeah.
in a row.
Yeah.
So I mean, they definitely got their number. There's a history there. And then I don't know. Everyone, Golden State's really good, but they're a jump shooting team. I don't see like as good as they are. I don't see them winning it all. I don't see them. I don't see them going to the finals either.
No.
I
No
think
I
finals.
don't either.
it's like
They're glorified individuals.
it's like the thing about them is that they haven't really faced adversity. Like they never really like faced. I mean, yeah, they lost games in the regular season, but they never had like like a big hurdle to jump.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And they're a pretty young team. Their stars are pretty young, so I think that someone's gonna knock them on their butt, and they might not know what to do.
No.
They'll bounce back, but it might not be the same. So it's just something to watch out for. And just another thing is like history kind of speaks for itself that jump shooting teams don't win, or if they do, it's like very rare that they win in the playoffs.
Yeah, man, because they're getting your face, man. I mean, let's be honest. Look at the Rockets. I mean, there's kind of some seasoned individuals on the Rockets, but guess what? As much as of a butt whooping they put 3 games in a row, they kind of got handed their asses, the other night. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just wisdom versus youth in a sense.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like I say, we've all seen the Lakers do that. Like, just straight use wisdom on people, man. You're just like, damn. They just straight passed around your ass until they got in for, the paint scoring. You know what I mean? Just off the rat watching Timmy Duncan do this
Speaking of wisdom,
what
do y'all think about Hacky Shack?
I like it. I like it.
I think I like it. I do like it.
Like I've looked into it a bunch. I'm a basketball nerd, so I look at the stats of like when, and I know that the Mavs were doing like Hack Dwight for a while, and like on paper, it might not make sense because an NBA player at the very least they're gonna make one free throw, 50%. So you're almost guaranteeing a point every possession, but at the same time, it kind of doing like the whole hack a Shaq, hack a Dwight, hack a whoever. It takes its toll on the team as a whole.
Yeah.
The player that's getting hacked, they're just like, God, I got fouled. I gotta go make my free throws, and the game's kind of rearing down and more pressure. That kind of builds up, and at the same time, it probably frustrates the other players on his teammates, because like, all right, he's getting fouled. I don't got the ball in my hands. I can't score.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it takes away the momentum.
Exactly. So on paper, I don't think it makes sense. But if you look at just any given situation in a vacuum, it can definitely help out. Definitely help out your team. And the Mavs did it in game 4, last night.
Yeah.
And it worked out. Dwight went like 3 for 13, 3 for 14 from the free throw line, so that definitely helped
It's
him.
just fun. It's just funny to me because like, just make your free throws and
Yeah.
just make your free throws, man.
That's your job. That's all you fucking do all day is play basketball, and you can't. You can dunk. You can posterize a dude in front of him, in front of his kids, bro. Probably dunk on him so hard that his contract next year gonna go down. But you can't make free throws, son.
That's like me being a
Come
fry
on.
cook. That's like me being a fry cook, bro. Throwing in a batch of fries, and I'm only gonna be 50% that they're gonna be
Half
cooked right.
half the fries gonna be soggy, half the fries gonna be crispy.
Yeah.
50% you're gonna get a good batch of fries, man.
Come on, that's like Whataburger at 3 a.m., bro. We can't be having that.
Yeah, good point. They're free. You should make them. You're a professional player. You know what?
Yeah, man.
Dwight should adopt the underhand shot.
He should do the Brent Berry's
Might be an
dad
option.
shot. Y'all remember that?
He should do the underhand.
It might be an
Work
option.
on him. Because
I think pride keeps him from doing it.
it's because
You know what I mean? Follow your pride, make the shot, bro.
it's
You know what I
painful
mean?
to watch Dwight shoot free throws.
Just like Jordan, dude, it's hard to watch him try to make his free throws. It's hard.
Yeah, poor DeAndre. He's the worst, man. I don't think he's the worst right now in the NBA, but
But how do you do that, though? How do you do that? It just almost doesn't make sense. Like, it's just like, I don't know, bro. It's like the goalie. It's like you play soccer. Yeah, I understand you're the goalie, but you don't know how to dribble the ball. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, you do this for a living. Like, it's the easiest shot considerably. You're by yourself. You have time to focus, bounce the ball, look at your mama, make sure she's watching you, and shoot it, bro, and make it. And you still fuck that up. Like, come on, man. Like, it's like a fundamental thing to me. That's why I'm just kind of like shocked that you can be so terrible at free throws in the NBA.
oh man, yeah, I definitely agree because like you said, like no one's guarding you.
Yeah,
You don't have a hand in your face.
it's
Nope.
all on you.
You're a professional athlete.
You know what? I would try the underhand. If things weren't working, I'd try the granny shot, the granny style.
Okay.
I'd respect you if you made it, bro. If you were 80%, 70% from the line, I'd be like, shh.
Nobody's gonna hack me, bro.
Yeah,
No one's gonna hack a Shaqy, bro.
exactly. And on that note, if either DeAndre Jordan or Dwight Howard at any point in the game ever decide to go for the granny shot, their team should just go automatically advance to the next round of the playoffs. Automatic. It doesn't matter the score.
Straight, it counts as a 3-pointer, bro. Like, for real. Like, come on.
If they go for the granny, they should just advance.
Hey, but like you said, man, those percentages add, like, you know what I mean? Those numbers add up. Like, if you're only making that many of your free throws, that adds up per game, man. Like, what would you say? 3 for what? That's how many did he miss? Like, that's a lot of points. That's a game changer.
Dude, he missed like 11 or 12.
That's a lot, man. Like, think about it. Imagine if he had 12 more points that game.
Yeah.
Imagine the difference in the score besides his own statistics individually. You know what I mean? Would they have fouled him as much?
Exactly.
They would have been afraid to foul. And guess what? You can drive on people when they're afraid to foul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's either gonna make it and make and one, or I just let him make this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I mean, you kind of see that mentality's going on. When you watch basketball games.
Brian, who do you have winning, bro?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with my heart on this one, bro. Damn it. I have the Rockets winning, bro. That's who I have.
What?
That's
Okay.
That's who I want to see win, man. I mean, just watching them play. I mean, they slipped up this last game, but I feel like they got the fundamentals down, and they're young. They're young. I mean, except for the exception of a few, but they're a good team, man. They put some shit together, and they're playing as a team rather than individuals, man. Like I said, like watching the Spurs play. Those dudes, we all know how old they are, but they play as a team, and that's what allows them to succeed. So I feel like it's nice to see younger players doing that and understand the concept of a team rather than individuals. Because imagine how much better Cleveland would be, and other teams would be. I mean, look at the Warriors, man. How much better would they be if they weren't playing as individuals? You know what I mean? Like I said, you never know who's going to score. What if you're playing a team like that? You don't know who to guard because you don't know who's going to score. You know?
Yeah, you have to. Everybody has to be up on it.
And I feel like I feel like I feel like on the Rockets there's still a little bit of a give me the ball, let me handle it.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like at the same time they're still making things happen. You know what I mean?
They're learning. They're getting it down.
It's just when it comes crunch time, I feel like they maybe they hold, some individuals hold on. I don't want to point people out, but they hold on to the ball too much a little bit, and it bothers me. But I understand that's just them trying to step up and be that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
but I really would like to see him win. I love the Spurs, but I would love to see the Rockets win, and maybe the Spurs win next season. You know, take it all the way. But that's just me. In a perfect world.
In a perfect world.
Perfect world.
Yeah.
Well, and the Dallas, of course, respectively going after that.
Of course, in a perfect world, the Mavs would win every season. Well, on that note, I think this has come to a good stopping point to this week's edition of Lyrically Incorrect, where we're always politically correct. And as always, check us out on iTunes. We're up and running every week. We've also got our website, lyricallyincorrect.com. You can follow us on Instagram, lyricallyincorrect.podcast, and Twitter, lyricallyincore. That's kind of like our running joke. That we couldn't bust out the dollars to get the last 3 letters of our name on Twitter, but it's all good.
Balling on the budget.
Exactly. And as always, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, anything, any feedback, just address that to our email address, lyricallyincorrect.podcast@gmail.com, or hit us up on Twitter, leave us a message on Instagram, and as always, we'll address that on the next week's episode of the show.
Of course, and I also still need subjects for my poems. I ain't got no poems to write.
Yeah. It's what was the segment?
And now, poems by Tony.
Oh, no, it had a nice ring to it last week. Poems from Tony. It was like.
We're gonna start engaging with the listeners for sure. That won't be involved.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a caller in next week. I can feel it.
Someone's gonna call in.
Hey, we need to start. If we're gonna do a phone call, we need to do the people hating on us, bro. That makes some interesting shit going on.
Exactly.
Hey, that shit trash.
Exactly.
Why all y'all brown?
y'all, did y'all hear that guy? Did y'all hear that guy from that radio? I forgot where it was. Oh, I think it was Hot 97 where they're talking to Iggy.
Oh yeah.
And their team was like, "Hey, yo, that shit trash."
Someone's gonna call in and tell us that we're trash, and you know what? It's okay. At least we know we're listening, right?
True.
It's all good. You listen to us, so fuck you.
Exactly. And as always, thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Yeah. Alrighty, go homies. Y'all have a good night. Good night. Good fight.
Good night, man.
You'll be good, brother.
The only fight's gonna be between this hand and this dick.
Hey.
Well, some of us will wait for Pacquiao Mayweather, but okay.
All right, out.
Later, guys.
All right, brother. Y'all be good, brothers.